Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of Controversial Hypercars. In today's episode, I will be talking about the Jaguar CX-75. First of all, the CX-75 is a car made by Jaguar. It is exclusive to the James Bond movie series and was specially made for that movie series. The Jaguar CX-75 is a hybrid electric, two-seat concept car produced by Jaguar Cars in partnership with F1 team Williams F1, which debuted at the 2010 Paris Motor Show. The CX-75 produces 778 wheel horsepower through 4YASA electric motors, each of which drives one of the four wheels. The batteries are recharged using two diesel-fed micro-gas turbines instead of a conventional four-stroke engine. It was described as a design study that would influence future design and technology. Next up, we've got the futuristic Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, an electric concept car made by Lamborghini, of course. Here's some info about it from Lamborghini's official website. The sports car of the future, pioneer and innovative by tradition, automobile Lamborghini looks into the future with a visionary approach, bringing its own DNA of values in the extreme. To plan its path, through the electric sports car, Lamborghini defines the requirements of the third millennium in terms of energy storage and innovative materials to secure the most emotional and ultimate driving experience. Well, that's something really interesting about Lamborghini's vision of the future. Anyways, after Lamborghini, I've got this new car by Ferrari called the Monza SP1. It's a concept that was unveiled in the 2018 Geneva Motor Show. It has looks similar to the Mercedes SLR Sterling Moss, but it's only a one-seater. And there's also another model called the Monza SP2, which is a two-seater version. Anyways, that's not an issue. I would like to talk more about the Ferraris, but I don't know anything about them. So let me move on and talk about two beasts by McLaren. Well, one's a concept and one's a race car for the road. I think you have guessed it already. These are the McLaren Speedtail and McLaren Senna. I know decent info about these two, but wait until we get to something special and legendary. Anyways, as far as I know, the Speedtail, performance-wise, I lost it. But wait until we get this. And anyways, as far as I know, the Speedtail, performance-wise, will have up to 1,000 horsepower or even more, and its interior is the best by far, as it was inspired by the legendary McLaren F1. It has the driver's seat in the middle and two passenger seats by their doors. Its production will be limited to under 106 units like the McLaren F1. Anyways, moving on to the McLaren Senna. The McLaren Senna was revealed at this year's Geneva Motor Show and has some awesome specs, like glass on the doors, similar to open-wheel race cars from the 1960s. Basically, when you drive a Senna, you can see the road outside. It's an awesome experience from what I've heard. That's an awesome track car for the road, as McLaren says. So, up next we've got the what was it? Wait, I forgot what the next car was. Wait, oh come on, I forgot already? Seriously? Hold on. Let me remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was the Aston Martin Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, as far as I know, is a track-only car, like the Vulcan. That's all I know about it, really. After the Valkyrie, I've got the RAV CT-R3 Club Sport, which is a modified version of the Porsche Carrera GT, I think. I don't know anything about it, but never mind. Onto the SSC Arrow, a former hypercar from America. It has over 1,000 horsepower and it does go up. It has a top speed of over 400 kilometers an hour. Now onto the interesting stuff. We've now got the Mercedes McLaren SLR, also known as the Forgotten Supercar. I know I said controversial hypercars, but this one is considered this one, so I'll let it slide for now. Anyways, the SLR is an awesome car, and it both looks and sounds amazing overall, and it's indeed an awesome car with its amazing way of looks and stuff. I really love the SLR and especially Mercedes and McLaren as as, as awesome car brands for, uh, for this awesome masterpiece. I don't know why, but I'm actually hoping to buy this car in Forza Horizon 4, if only it was possible. Anyways, next up is the awesome Aston Martin 177, and as the name suggests, it's one of 77 cars. Its price is nearly $7 million and it has 700 horsepower to all four wheels. Or is it rear-wheel drive? I don't know the exact specs of the 177. Next up is the Novo M600, a car that is considered a hypercar, sort of, and is only sold in the UK. I think it has somewhat close to 690 or more horsepower. I don't know. I don't know much info about the M600. Next up, we've got one of the best cars that had ever existed. It's the legendary McLaren F1. It has a BMW V12 pushing out almost 600 horsepower. This beast is 615 Newton. Actually, it's 627 horsepower to be exact. The torque on this beast is 615 Newton meters. It was limited to 106 produced cars. Its top speed is between 386.4 and 391 kilometers an hour, as there aren't exactly any exact numbers on it. Anyways, next up, we've got my favorite Swedish hypercar, the current record holder for the fastest land speed record for a production car, the Koenigsegg Agera RS. The achieved top speed was a staggering 457 kilometers an hour. The car has 1,360 horsepower and an awesome weight of 395 kg. I know that most of this episode will be about info of the cars that I mentioned, but what do you know? That's my first time doing this after all. Anyways, before I get carried away, let's move on to the next car. Cars. Two legendary Ferraris. I never thought I'd say this. The Ferrari F40 and F50. Those two were icons of the 1980s and 1990s respectively. Those two have V8 engines but sound like V12s. Upon acceleration, in conclusion, they're legendary. That's all I can say. Let's see what we've got next. It's the Jaguar XJ220, which I don't know much about or nothing about really. Shall I move on to the next car? No? Alright then. I'll move on to the Bugatti EB110 Super Sport, which is an amazing bug that was apparently the only Bugatti that has the doors go up. It has a 3.5 liter quad-turbo V12, outputting 603 horsepower and is a manual, which really surprised me. This thing was the predecessor of a well-known beast, the Bugatti Veyron. I didn't know that at all. It's really mind-blowing. So the time has come now. The final car on this episode is one of the best sounding V10s, the Porsche Carrera GT. That car is amazing, to say the least. I own it in Forza Horizon 3 and it drives so well. And the amazing sound of that V10 just makes my day so much better because it's just music to my ears. It also has come to that I have unfortunately run out of time now. I'll be here once again with the second podcast, which is going to be about the start of the 2019 Formula 1 season, which I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss. So make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on in order to not miss another podcast here on the Engine Breakdown YouTube channel.